Hello everybody. In this session, I will be explaining about the various problems of Module 1. So how do we measure the precipitation? How do we use the various methods where missing data has to be found out and optimum number of rain gauges? So let me start with the first method, that is arithmetic mean method. So point rainfall due to storm at several rain gauge stations in a basin are given below. Determine the average precipitation by arithmetic mean method. So the various stations A, B, C, D up to I are given and the rainfall recorded or the precipitation recorded in centimeter is given. So let us imagine this is a catchment area where all the rain gauge stations A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I are distributed and the rainfall is recorded. So we calculate the arithmetic mean precipitation by simple taking the summation of all the precipitation divided by n, that is number of rain gauges. So P is precipitation or rainfall recorded and n is number of rain gauge stations. Therefore, P average is A plus B plus D plus E, F, G, H, I, that is precipitations at these various stations divided by 9, and we get average precipitation as 8.77 centimeter. So this is the simplest method where all the precipitations are added and divided by number of rain gauges to determine the average mean precipitation. So next problem, it is a similar problem where stations are A, B, C, D, F, G till O, total 15 rain gauge stations, and the precipitations are given in each rain gauge station, and you have to take the sum divided by n and you get 8.87 centimeter. Moving on to the next problem, it is for a drainage basin of 600 centimeters square, that is the total area. ISO heights are drawn. So ISO height precipitation is given, inter-ISO areas are given, 15 to 12, 12 to 9, 9 to 6, 6 to 3, and 3 to 1. And the areas are 92, 128, 120, 175, and 85 kilometers square. So therefore, average precipitation is P1 plus P2 divided by 2 into A1, P3 plus P4 divided by 2 into A2, P5 plus P6 divided by 2 into A3, and so on till Pn minus 1 plus Pn divided by 2 into An divided by total area A. So how do we do that? 15 plus 12 divided by 2 into 92, 12 plus 9 divided by 2 into 128, 9 plus 6 divided by 2 into 120, 6 plus 3 divided by 2 into 175, 3 plus 1 divided by 2 into 85, and the total, it is divided by 600, that is the area. We get P average as 7.4058 centimeters. Similarly, next problem, it is given less than 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, greater than 12, less than or not greater than 8. So here you can take anything less than 6, you can even take 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have taken 5 plus 6 divided by 2 into 410, 6 plus 8 divided by 2 into 900, 8 plus 10 divided by 2 into 2850, 10 plus divided by 2, 1750, less than 12. So here we have taken 10, 10 plus 12 divided by 2, less than and greater than 12. Okay, so greater than 12, we can take 13, 14, 12 plus 13 divided by 2 into 720, and less than or not greater than 8, 7 plus 8 divided by 2 into 550 divided by total area. Here it is not given, so you have to take the sum of inter-isoidal areas. 410 plus 900 plus 2850 plus 1750 plus 720 plus 550, that gives the P average as 9.27 centimeter. Moving on to the next problem, it is by Thiessen polygon method, where polygon area will be given, precipitation will be given. This is the simplest problem, where directly A is given, P is given, and P average is nothing but summation AI Pi by summation A. So directly you can write another column where you will be multiplying A into P. So A is given, P is given, A into P, you will get these values. That summation A into P you are going to take, summation A you are going to take, total area you are going to add up, A into P values you are going to add up. Therefore, P average is equal to summation A into P by summation A, or summation AI Pi by summation A also it is written. So 6085.6 divided by 193 is 31.53 mm is the mean precipitation. So this is a simple Thiessen polygon method. Moving on to the next problem. So here in this way, a square and a triangle will be given where various rain gauge stations are involved. So here it will be installed in A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. So precipitations are recorded there as P1, P3, P4, and P5. So P1 is 4.8, P2 13, 8, 5.4 and 3.2, and the sides are given as 4 centimeter each. So first part, now this A1 and A3 will be sharing a certain area of this A5 area. So here we will be finding out when perpendicular bisectors are going to be drawn, certain part will be shared by A1, certain part of the area will be shared by A3 and remaining will be A5. So total A5 when we find out it is 1/3 of A this total area when we find out A, 1/3 of A will be given or distributed to A1, A3 and A5. So how to determine first this triangle part we will be taking. So we know it makes 60 degrees. So tan is 60 is equal to h by 2 because this is only 2 centimeter, total is 4 centimeter. Therefore, h is equal to 2 tan 60. Now area is equal to half base into height. Base is 4 centimeter, half into 4 into 2 tan 60. Total area of this equilateral triangle will be 6.928 kilometer square. And 1/3 of that will be shared by A1 and 1/3 of that will be shared by A3. So we have to find out A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. So moving on to that calculation, how do we do that? So A1 is that square will be 2 by 2, 2 into 2 plus 1/3 of that A, 6.309 kilometers square. Similarly, A4 will be same. A2 is 2 into 2, A3 is 2 into 2 and A5 is 1/3 of that A, that is 6.308 and you get 2.309. Now, so P1, P2, P3 precipitations are given. Now we have found out area. A1 is 6.309, even A4 is same 6.309, A2 and A3 is 4 and 4 and A5 is 2.309. So mean precipitation is summation AIPI by A, where we will calculate 4.8 into 6.309, 13 into 4, 8 into 4, 5.4 into 6.309, 3.2 into 2.309, entire thing divided by total area, that is 6.309 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6.309 plus 2.309 is equal to 6.792 centimeters. So in this way, you have to determine each area of that particular catchment or rain gauge station and then further proceed with the calculations. The next problem, again it is isoheital method, where isoheights precipitation is given, isoheital areas are given. So less than 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, greater than 12 and it is less than 8, the last column. So here in few problems they will take directly 5, 4, 3, even 0 can be taken. So 0 is taken here. 0 plus 6 divided by 2 into 410, 6 plus 8 divided by 2 into 900, 8 plus 10 divided by 2 into 2850, 10 plus 12 divided by 2 into 1750. So this is greater than 12. So you can take 13, 14. Here it is taken as 12 plus 14 divided by 2 into 720. And since this is less than 8, again 0 is taken. 0 plus 8 divided by 2 into 550. Entire area 410 plus 900 plus 2850 plus 1750 plus 720 plus 550 will give us 8.912 centimeters. Moving on to the next problem. Again, it is Thiessen polygon method. So the earlier problem did not have an inner square, but this problem has an extra rain gauge station with an inner square. So this triangular plot of side 10 kilometers. So sides are 10 kilometers, 4 corners, 4 apex of triangle plot is there. So find out mean precipitation by Thiessen polygon method and compare with arithmetic mean method. So in this problem, this extra area, we need to find out inner square and outer minus inner how much, that divided by 4 parts will give this area. Again, 1/3 of this area will be given to this A1 and D. Okay. Similarly, we proceed with the calculations. So you're going to take this inner square where it makes 45 degree. Therefore, cos theta is equal to, or cos phi is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. It is 45 degree, cos 45 is equal to 5 by hypotenuse. Since the sides are 10, that half is 5. So hypotenuse is equal to 5, cos 45 is equal to 7.07 kilometer. Next, you have to find out similarly the equilateral triangle. What is the height h? H is nothing but 5 tan 60. Now area of inner square. So we got that hypotenuse as 7.07, 7.07 plus into 7.07, we get 50 square kilometer or kilometer square. So outer plot is 10 into 10, 100. 100 minus 50, again we get 50. That divided by 4 sides. So each one will have 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5. Inner is 50. Okay. Then area of triangle is half base into height. So half base 10 into height, then you get 43.3 square kilometer. Then you need to calculate A1, A2, A3. So A1 is one part is 12.5 plus 1/3 of that A, 1/3 of 43.3. So you get A1 as 26.92 kilometer square, A2 12.5, A3 12.5, A4 same as A1 26.92 kilometer square, A5 50 kilometer square, and A6 1/3 into 43.3, that is 14.4 kilometer square. So once you get that, you know the precipitation values, you know the area values, directly you have to take the product AIPI divided by A, and you get the answer as 66.45 centimeter. They have even asked by arithmetic mean method, directly summation P, precipitation values you add up, divided by N rain gauge stations, number of rain gauge station 6, you get 66.71 centimeter. Next, this is the missing rainfall data. So normal annual rainfall values at ABCD are recorded as 80.97, 67.59, 76.28, and 92.01 centimeter respectively. And in a year 1975, what happened? The rainfall value at D station was not recorded because it was inoperative. So the precipitation annual values at ABC were 91.11, 72.23, and 79.80. So here we usually go in with normal ratio method. So we have to find out the difference between highest and lowest. 92.01 minus 67.59, you will get 24.42 centimeter. And the percentage you find out, 24.42 divided by 92.01 into 100, you get 26.54%. So whenever the difference is more than 10%, we go in for this normal ratio method, where we calculate the precipitation at station D, where it is missing as ND by 3 into precipitation at A divided by normal annual rainfall at A. Then similarly, precipitation at station B, normal annual rainfall at B, and station C and normal annual ratio as C. So 92.01 divided by 3 into 91.11 divided by 80.697, 72.23 divided by 67.59, 79.89 divided by 76.28 will finally give us the precipitation value at missing station D as 99.49 centimeters. And moving on to the next problem, that is optimum number of rain gauges. How do we calculate that? So our catchment has already 6 rain gauge stations, and the rainfalls are recorded in those rain gauge stations. Now we have to find out standard error in the estimation of mean rainfall. And for a 10% error, how do we calculate optimum number of rain gauges? So mean rainfall directly you can calculate, that is summation Pi by N. You add up all the precipitation values, you get 118.6 centimeter as summation Pi. Then N is equal to CV by E, where CV is coefficient of variation, E is percentage of error, which is assigned there, 10%. CV is standard deviation, okay, that is divided by Pi into 100. What is standard deviation? How do you calculate? Summation Pi whole square. How do we do? Pi, each precipitation value will be squared, and sum of Pi, that is this 118. Now what we get, the total precipitation, this is mean precipitation 118.6, summation of Pi value we calculate, that whole square divided by N, divided by the entire thing divided by N minus 1, number of rain gauges minus 1, will give a standard deviation. And that we can use here for CV is equal to standard deviation by Pi, that is precipitation, mean precipitation into 100 will give us CV. And finally N is equal to CV by E whole square will give us the total, what is the error. So in this way, M6, we get mean annual rainfall 118.6, and standard deviation value we get 35.04. Then we find out coefficient of variation 29.54 and standard error as 12.06 after we calculate in this manner. But what error they have given us 10%. When we use that for standard deviation, N is equal to optimum number of rain gauges is equal to coefficient of variation divided by percentage of error 10%, that is 29.54 divided by 10 whole square will give us 8.73. So we cannot take 8.73 as number of rain gauge stations. So it will be taken to a rounded number to 9. Already existing are 6. Therefore, the number of additional rain gauges required are 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. Thank you.